Yeah, so that just about does it. In conclusion, we need to get pucks deep, maintain possession above all else, and just make sure we protect our rookie goalie. Okay, interesting. But I have another idea. Hit me with it.
Fuck Dem Kids.
I'm sorry, what was that?
No, hear me out. Fuck Dem Kids.
Fuck Dem Kids, huh?
Yeah, fuck Dem Kids.
Fuck Dem Kids. I like it.
This is gonna be fun. It wasn't fun.
Low quality fans of a high quality Bruins team, that is a dub!
But not a good one.
What was that? What kind of pathetic bullshit game was that? You think I should be, woo, we got the 2 points, we did it. Do you remember how relaxed I was after the loss? After a game that I was like, all right, we didn't play our best, but it stayed pretty even, blah, 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 blah. You'd think after this game that we actually won, I'd be happy. But maybe I'm just manic. Maybe that's it. Maybe I'm fucking insane because that was some horse shit. I'm gonna do this early. Before we even talk about the game, I'm gonna tell you right now, Bergie and Marshy looked great. Lauzon looked better than he has, but still not great. Grizz looked pretty good. Miller looked pretty good. Swayman looked phenomenal. Everyone else gets to suck a bag of I don't deserve to win, of I don't deserve to be on the ice tonight, of oh my god, this team's going fucking nowhere.
So those are the player evaluations. Not really Moneyball level shit, but there they are.
And if you think that I'm the only one pissed off about this effort, take a look at Bruce Cassidy's interview after the game. My favorite portion of it is where he talked about how he shortened the bench in the third, which is not unique. Sometimes you shorten the bench. But the reason being, he shortened the bench for players who were willing to check and take care of the puck. Jakub Zaboral played a defenseman low of 12 minutes and 34 seconds because he was horrid. This might be the worst game he's had all year. On the other hand, Trent Frederick, a team low, 10 minutes and 5 seconds, one of 2 players to see 0 special teams time. The other player was Kuhlman, who still got 14 minutes in the game.
Frederick needs to wake the fuck up. He needs to start impacting the game again.
And yeah, maybe I went into the game a little bummed out, because yeah, Krejci did cut his hair. And yeah, this was Swayman's first start after 9 starts in the AHL. 30 minutes before the game, McAvoy was announced as out with an upper body injury day to day right now. We have no clue if he's back in by Thursday. Wags in for Senny. I'm kind of fine with it. Not a big fan of Wags so far this season, but Senny has been awful. Miller in for Confer instead of Clifton. I would have taken Clifton out. He has offered nothing, and he continues to offer nothing.
Fun fact, though, the last goalie to start for us with 9 or less games of professional experience was Tuukka Rask, who had 9 games in the AHL before his first start in 2007. Swayman even stayed on the ice for like 5 minutes longer than anyone else during warm-ups because I was pretty sure he was just shitting his pants, but he wasn't. My God, am I irate right now. Even my hair is irate. Look at the poof. Game starts. And you know what's really crazy here is the Bruins played a complete 20 minutes in the first. Now, there were defensive lapses. Don't get me wrong. But 7 minutes into the first, Marshy is working his ass off. Marshy gets possession in the offensive zone. He's up at the blue line. He's got them silky mitts, so he's maintaining possession as he gets pressured. Ends up finding the slot to shoot the puck down. It takes a tip from Smith in the slot off Katahat's chest, and Bergie just whoop, there it is, right around Hart's leg in 1-0, and it looks like this game might be a shootout because chances started flying back and forth. We can't win shootout games. The last 8 minutes of this period were complete back and forth rushes each way, which is exactly what Philly wants. We do get on the power play with about 3 minutes left in the period, and it is such a welcome for Swayman. Swayman comes up with a huge save on a lot and breakaway shorthanded bid. Big save. Puck gets sent right back down. Perfection line doing their power play goodness. Nice transition into the offensive zone. Marshy feeds Pasta, who's below the right circle, who just flings it right up to Bergie. Bergie beats Katahat 5-hole from about 20 feet away. You gotta have that one, Hardy boy. That's 2-0. We're feeling good. We're gonna go into the second with that lead. And the first period was the biggest display that I hope Bruins fans noticed. Swayman is an actual brick wall.
That's what he is. That's what he's touted as. His consistency of positioning. He's going to be a boring goalie. The guy who makes all the saves in the chest because his positioning, his awareness, his intellect is so high. That is why he is our better goalie prospect. Vladar, the difference, he's not a brick wall. He's not just a structure in the way. He's more of like if you took two cranes back to back and had them start spinning. That's what Vladar is. He's just going to be limbs everywhere, and he's going to make some really great, fun desperation saves that's going to trick people into being like, this guy's a goalie. Vladar's going to be a good backup in this league, I think. I do not want him as my number one. Swayman, in a year or two, I do. I don't want him as my number one right now. I'm glad the big boys stepped up in the first period because our defense looked awful. Zaboral looked terrible. Problem is, second period was a complete shit show. And I mean shit show. I mean, this could have been the worst period we've played all season. Let me think about it. Yep. Not even 2 minutes into the period, the puck gets sent into Zaboral's feet. Looks like it's going to be a clean exit, but Zaboral literally trips on himself, gives the puck up to Konechny. Konechny flings it over for a little tap in. And that's 2-1. Voracek gets that little boop. He doesn't even have to work for it. Swayman has zero chance because it's a turnover 10 feet from him. And it immediately gets sent across the crease to the guy who's wide open and doesn't even have to move his stick. It just goes right off and in. You'd think we'd lock it down for the rookie goaltender who has 9 AHL starts under his belt. Nah, throw him to the Wolves. Do you know why? Because fuck them kids. 4 minutes in, so a little over 2 minutes after that goal, it's all Flyers still. And for the first 4 minutes of the period, they were in our zone, chipping away, chipping away, chipping away. It's a possession play. The puck gets fed across the slot to Gostisbehere. Swayman does not get his foot on the post to switch sides, so he ends up sliding low, spreading the legs, and Gostisbehere can just go right over him. No challenge at all. You want Swayman to have that one. That's his blip. That is his, okay, you misread that. You got to stay high on that. But on the other end of this conversation is the 4 minutes of pressure they've had. So maybe Swayman's a little mentally tired for that little spurt because we can't get it out of our zone against the Flyers. So it's 2-2, 4 minutes into the second. Frederick, big part of why he didn't play much, gets on the ice with about 12 minutes into the period and immediately goes for the closest Flyer player. Doesn't try to get to the portion of the ice with the puck, by the way. Stays in the neutral zone, just attacks the Flyer player right off the bat. That's not how you affect the game, bud. I know you want to get physical, you want to get back into it. Pick a fight next to the puck. Otherwise, what happens? You get called for roughing immediately. We kill it because our penalty kill is actually really good. And then, of course, right after, Smith gets a great chance. The sniper puts it right into Carter Hart's chest. Sniper. He snipes. Do you know that? Do you know Smith is a sniper? We spend this whole period passing to no one, dumping the puck, icing it, not winning any races. I don't think we ever been within 20 feet of any dumping. It just gave possession away. Carter Hart, Mr. Uncertain about what the hell he's doing, had all the time in the world to just circle behind the net, grab the puck, and just pass it to whoever. Never any pressure. A lot of this wasn't on the offensive players. Now, our third and fourth lines got hemmed in all game, and I mean all game. But our first and second lines, I can't tell you how many times whoever was behind them just gave the puck away. Constantly. And your Pasta must be the most frustrating man in the world. He's had so many opportunities where if the puck just came to his stick, man. Okay, fun game time. At this point, 2 periods in, guess how many shots we've allowed on our rookie goaltender with 9 AHL starts under his belt. I'm gonna pause for a couple seconds so that you can guess a number of how many shots the Flyers have taken in the first 2 periods. Go. 38. 38. 38. Fuck them kids. He stopped 36 of them, by the way. So the third period's a miracle, I guess. First 8 minutes of play, we are thoroughly outplayed, continuing from the second. Just looking terrible. The reason I say the third is a miracle is because we actually end up taking a penalty 8 minutes in. Miller trips Patrick. A blocked puck leads to a 2-on-1 between Lauzon and Marshy, and luckily the Flyers were exhausted because Lauzon had the puck for the breakout, and he was not moving, man. As soon as I realized who it was with the puck, which was immediately because I'm smart, I was sure Lauzon was just gonna fuck that up.
I was like, I can't wait to see what he does with this. Can't wait. Let's see it, bud. And actually, he defers to Marshy almost as soon as they cross into the offensive zone, which is the perfect play for me personally. Get it the fuck off your stick. Marshy gets the puck. He absolutely destroys Carter Hart. Inside, outside, 5-hole. 3-2 on a shorthanded goal, and we kill off the rest of the penalty. Two things about the rest of this period. 7 minutes left, and Moran gets called for roughing. He checked Grizz. It wasn't even a hard check. It was like a bump into the wall at roughing. I guess they thought it was late. That was one of the worst calls I think I've ever seen. That was so bad. You want to talk about nothing being there. If someone has something where they saw it, please tell me, because oof. But they kill that penalty. The other thing would be that Jack Edwards needs to shut the fuck up. With less than 5 minutes left of the game, he literally says, Jeremy Swayman 5 minutes away from his first NHL win in a 1-goal game. Bro, what are you doing? The kid doesn't need that. Leave him alone. Bad juju. Bergie gets the empty netter at the end of the game. It's 4-2 Bruins. That's a dub. Bergie gets a Hattie, which is great. He's at 901 points, which is even better. 4th on the Bruins all-time list. Going to be in the rafters someday. Game notes. I talked about some of this already. Not winning the race to the puck when you dump it in has been a problem all year. But the fact that we're not even within 10 feet of them to give pressure is even worse. Like, you don't have to always win the race, but you have to try to create a turnover. And we just don't. We just don't. We give possession away constantly. Our defense has kind of finally looked the way we thought they would at the start of the season, which is bad. They look bad. And I know McAvoy out is not helping. Carlo out is not helping. Grizz is not 100%, or at least I don't think so. But that still leaves 3 guys where you go, I don't want them on the ice. 3rd and 4th lines, like I mentioned earlier, awful tonight. They were, to be fair, the whole team statistically was bad. But they were just stapled into our zone whenever they were on the ice. The 4th line specifically. Jesus, that was bad. I thought that they were going to protect Kevin Miller more. You know, coming off of that knee issue. He played 22 minutes. Second only to Lauzon. Swayman does get the 40 saves. He gets the NHL debut dub. He did look great. We've already talked about the difference between him and Vladar. Big fan. I really hope that we can send him down soon and he can continue to develop and come back. Swayman did learn one thing tonight. You can't say shit, man. You can't say anything. He said in the post-game interview that he prides himself on not being the weird goalie. Every single title about him, and the title I've debated for the YouTube video, which I'm not going to use, is the weird goalie or the not weird goalie. And everything he does in the future, that's going to follow him for a decade. Are you nervous? See what I did there? Because Bennington with the whole... Anyway. You know, if you add a healthy McAvoy, a healthy Tuca, a healthy Carlo, Grizz 100%, this team's still not winning a cup, I don't think. I think this year is showing that we need to try to do a retool for next year. And unfortunately, and everyone's going to talk about this, I'm not going to make a big thing of it, but that 2015 draft continues to be the glaring issue because those are the players. We're at the 6-year mark now. So those are the guys that make up your team. You look around the league and all the guys from that draft, if they're going to make it, they're doing their thing. And for those of you who don't know, I'm not going to talk down to you. Maybe you're just new to the team or maybe you just don't pay attention to the draft. I get it. In 2015, we had the 13th, 14th, and 15th pick. We took Zaboral, DeBrusk, and Senyshyn in that order. Those 3 guys. In order. 13th, 14th, and 15th. Matthew Barzal went 16th. I think Thomas Chabot was after that. There are a lot of names. Anthony Bevelier was way later in the 20s. I think Kyle Connor was in that draft. Yeah, just a lot of players picked after those 3. There's a lot that you would want other than those 3 guys. We whiffed hard on that draft. And this is the time that it's really showing. This is when it's really glaring. It wasn't glaring 3 years ago because they were still in development. Even when Barzal first broke in the league, you were like, our guys might take longer. All right, we didn't get Barzal. But then you look around at all of them. Yeah, it's bad. Guys, it does it for me. Like and subscribe and all that junk. I'm sorry I got so angry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'll do better. I'll do better. I won't. I'm not going to lie to you like that. I won't do better. Go Bees!